Hello, and welcome to this Intro to Oak Hill GIS for City Council Members training session. I'm Tyler Bragg, the GIS coordinator for the City of Oak Hill. I'd like to welcome you all. In this video, we're going to introduce you to the methods for accessing maps and dashboards and data through our city's ArcGIS Online account on both your desktop computer and your mobile device. The City of Oak Hill uses GIS technology extensively with many aspects of municipal day-to-day operations. So having the ability to access this information quickly and efficiently, I believe will help you stay better informed. So I'm excited for you all to utilize this useful tool. So that being said, I'm going to share my screen and we'll jump right in. So let me see if I can get this going here. Okay, so in order to access our organizational data, you first have to set up an ArcGIS Online account. This account has been set up for you by myself using your email address, or you may have already had an account previously. If you've not had an account previously set up, you should receive an email with an invitation to join our online organization, which looks like this. And you'll see this on my screen. It has a link here, and I highlighted this in blue. So you're going to follow that link, click on that link, and that will take you to the page where you can establish your password. You also want to take note of your username, which is listed in this email here. I've highlighted it in blue as well. And then, so you want to take note of that, and you'll want to set up your password. Now, if you already have an account set up, you may have received a similar email to this prompting you to reset your password. So just follow the links on that and set up a new password that you can remember. So once you set those up, you'll be able to log into your account and access our maps and data. And you may want to set a bookmark in your internet browser for arcgis.com to help with future access to this content. So let's go to ArcGIS Online. It looks like this, and we're going to get logged in. First, like I say, go to arcgis.com, and you can see how that's spelled up here in the address bar. In the upper right hand of the site, you'll see a sign-in button. So we're going to go ahead and click that, and we're going to enter your username and your password. And you can go ahead and hit enter there or click log in. Now you can also tell it to keep you signed in, and your browser may ask you if you want it to remember your username and password. So if you're using your personal computer, you may want to go ahead and do that if you choose to remember those credentials, and it may make it easier for you to access in the future. So now we're going to be sitting on the City of Oak Hill GIS homepage. You've got several navigation options along the top here: home, gallery, map, scene, and some others. We're going to choose the groups button. So go ahead and click the groups button. And that's going to bring you to the groups that you belong to, which for right now is simply the Oak Hill City Council group. So go ahead and click on that to see the content included within that group. I think this is going to be the easiest way for you to access the maps and other content. So you can see there's several items available for viewing here. You may also select the option to view all group content down at the bottom. And so we're going to go ahead and click on that, and that'll show you any additional items. It'll show you all of the items in the group. So there are currently two different types of content available for viewing. You have a dashboard, which is signified by a little graph icon, and it says the word dashboard right below the title of the dashboard. So dashboards are map-based screens that have been configured to also show statistical or analytical information along with the map. And these are best viewed on a desktop or laptop computer or similar device with a larger screen. Dashboards are fully interactive, meaning that you can zoom in or you can zoom out of the map. The statistical information will change to reflect the data that's displayed on your screen. Additionally, some dashboards have various tools and buttons for you to click that will quickly filter data based on certain criteria. Web maps, which are symbolized with the small map icon and say web map underneath the title of the map. They are also pre-configured screens that display various data with predefined symbols. These are considerably different than a traditional printed map, and they too are fully interactive, allowing you to zoom in or out, view different base maps, and click on individual features to explore, the detailed information about each feature. Maps generally don't have analytical information displayed, but they allow you to more freely explore the data and the attribute information. Additionally, the maps can be easily viewed on both desktop computers and mobile devices, making them more convenient to explore when you're away from your home or office. So let's first look at a web map. So we're going to open the map entitled City of Oak Hill Road Paving Projects, which is right here. This map's going to show all the road paving projects that have been completed since 2012. So if you hover over the thumbnail, you'll see the text Open in Map Viewer, and that's what we want to do. So we're going to click on that, and that's going to open the map. So in the center of the screen is the main map frame, which sometimes it takes just a second for the data to load up. And so let's see, and now we're going to have some technical difficulties here, it looks like. Let me go. Yeah, we got some more technical difficulties. So let me go back to groups. I'm going to choose the city council group, and you can open the map straight from this menu as well if they're displaying here. So road paving. So let's try to reopen that map and see what happens. Okay, I think we had some internet connectivity issues there. So let's see if we can get through this now. Okay, so as I was saying, if you look at the center center section, here's the main map frame, and you can see some red and green features displayed on the map. On the left side of the screen, you'll see the map legend, which is going to explain those symbols that you're going to see on the map, along with the content, which is going to show you a list of the layers in the map. If you slide your mouse over an area of the map, you can use your mouse wheel to zoom in or out. You can also use the zoom buttons in the upper left-hand side of the map frame to zoom in or out. So as you zoom in, you can see that you'll see the map features start to show in more clearly. You'll get a greater level of detail. And when you click on one, you can click on any feature that you see in the map here. And as you click on it, it opens a small window called a pop-up that contains information about that particular feature. So now you can scroll through the list in that pop-up and see all the associated information with that particular paving project. When you want to close it, you can hit the X on that window, or you can simply click on a different feature to see that feature's information. So as you click around here, it's going to show you all the different attribute pieces of information, the year, the season, the project name, bid price, so on and so forth. And you can explore all that information. So as you noticed, you may have noticed when I zoom in far enough, the aerial photography shows up. If you start backing out, the aerial photography goes away so that it doesn't clutter your map up. So I think this gives you a good idea on the basic navigation of this web map. So now that you've seen the web map, let's go back and let's open up a dashboard, and we'll look at the one entitled the Paving Projects Dashboard. So we'll click on the View Dashboard, and that'll open the dashboard up. So you can immediately see the difference between the map and the dashboard here. On the left-hand side of the dashboard is a description and some instructions. Also, you'll see some buttons to select the project year as well as the project type. And so you can click those and it will, for example, if I click 2016, it will only show the 2016 road paving projects. And if you noticed, I'll click off of it again so you can see it change. All of the statistical information on the right-hand side also changed to reflect my selection for the 2016 projects. So as your screen view changes, the statistics on the right-hand side adjust to reflect what's being shown in your map view. So as we click, we'll get some, all the figures will change, 18, 19, 20, or I can go back to all. It'll also change if you zoom in. As I zoom in, if you'll watch the right-hand side, all the statistics begin to shift and change as I'm moving around. So that's what we mean when we say that these are dynamic rather than static maps. Right? They're going to change. You can interact with them. You can also click on features in this map as well to see all the information associated with that feature, much like in the web map. So as you can see, this is some very useful information. It can be obtained very quickly through both the use of web maps and dashboards. So let's go back and look at some additional content. I'm going to hit view all group content again. And you'll see several different maps and dashboards in this Oak Hill City Council group. We've got streetlight reporting map, zoning map, dilapidated structures dashboard, master permitting map. So there's several things, and we can add other things in there in the future as well. So you can explore each of these individual items at your leisure now that you sort of understand how to get in and navigate around the individual items. You'll find that each one may be configured slightly differently than the other, depending on what data is shown, but they all are similar to navigate and they all function in very similar ways. So now that we've explored the paving map and dashboard in the desktop environment, let's switch over to the mobile environment and view the same information so that you get a feel for that method. So I will now attempt to switch to the mobile view so that you can see my phone screen. And so this is my actual phone, not just a simulation. So this is exactly what it looks like on my phone. So in order to view our organizational content on your mobile device, you first have to have the app, and it's called ArcGIS Field Maps. You can see it I kind of centered it up in my screen here. It's this blue icon. And so to get that, we're going to either go to the Google Play Store for Android phones or to the Apple Store for iPhones. And so let me see here. So I already have the app installed on my device, but I will go here to the Play Store and let's get, let me try to make, here we go. This might be a little more clear for you to see. So in the Play Store, I am going to, well, I've got it searched there, ArcGIS Field Maps. So that's what I'm going to search. And you can see there it is. And so my option is to open the app. If you did not have it downloaded on your device, it would give you an option to install. So you want to go ahead and install that and get that set up. And the icon will look something like this blue icon in the center of my screen. So, so now we're going to have to sign in to the app. So I'm going to click on the app and open it. And so you want to choose the top option that says sign in with ArcGIS Online. So once you sign in, you'll see a screen that shows content available to you. So let me get signed in just like we did on the desktop version. Whoops. Okay, so now we're logged in. And you'll be directed to this screen that shows all your available content. So notice there are less options here than there were on the desktop version. That's because, as I mentioned earlier, dashboards are not compatible with mobile devices. And so the option to view those are not available here. So any dashboards that we saw on the desktop version are not going to be shown here. But we do see the same web maps that we saw in the desktop version. So for continuity here, let's open the road paving projects map, which is the third one down in my particular list. And I'm just going to click on it to open it. So we're now going to look at the exact same road paving map that we viewed on the desktop. This is the same map, just the mobile version. Your current location, which is provided by the GPS on your device, is shown as the blue dot. And you may need to allow access when you first open the app. It may likely say that ArcGIS Field Maps would like to access your location, and you'll have to approve that. So you can zoom in or out by using the standard two-finger navigation common to all mobile devices. So that's touch with two fingers and spread them out to zoom in, and touch with two fingers and bring those fingers closer together to zoom out. And you can move the map around by simply clicking your finger anywhere and dragging it in any direction. So the same thing as the desktop version, as you zoom in, the features become more clear. And if you continue zooming in, the aerial photography will display, showing you a higher level of detail. And just like on the desktop version, if you would take your finger and click on any feature, it is going to bring up a similar style pop-up menu where you can scroll down and view all the information for that particular feature. Okay, so if you want to look, for example, at the legend, you can click up at the top in this Android version. It may be in a slightly different location on an iPhone, but there's the three dots, which would indicate your menu, and you can select your legend, and you can scroll up and down in your legend to see what the various colors and symbols may mean. You can also turn layers on or off by clicking what I like to call the stack of square pancakes, which is intended to symbolize a set of layers. You can click that and turn anything on or off by checking or unchecking the box. Okay, so navigation on this is going to be similar to the desktop map. It's kind of the same type of thing. If you want to go back to your content, you can then select the back arrow, and it will take you to your home screen with the different maps. So again, you can explore these maps, as you have time. Okay, so let me see if I can stop sharing my screen. Okay, let's see. Well, okay, let me stop that share. Okay, there we go. So, and with that, you should now have a basic understanding of the methods to access the maps and the dashboards that the city uses to help manage and track day-to-day operations. So we explained how to get your account set up, how to navigate to, open, and explore desktop maps, and how to install the mobile app, log in, open, and navigate maps in that mobile environment. So if you need further assistance or would like a one-on-one tutorial, please contact Bill Hannabass, the city manager, or myself, the GIS coordinator, to make the arrangements to do so. I hope you found this to be educational, enlightening, and hopefully useful. Thanks for watching, and I hope you get a lot of use out of this.